Welcome learners in the series of videos on topology. We are looking at the separation properties. In the last video, we proved that every locally compact Hausdorff space is regular, and as a corollary, we proved that if X is compact Hausdorff space, then it is regular. Now today, we will prove that if X is compact Hausdorff space, then X is normal. So again, as a theorem, we will prove this theorem. And to prove this, we will use the last theorem also. Theorem: if X is compact Hausdorff space. If X is compact Hausdorff space, then X is normal. Okay, so let us prove this. Proof. And for this, let me draw a bigger diagram. So to prove that X is normal space, what we need to show that two closed sets whose intersection is empty. We need to find two open sets which contains these two sets, and those are their intersection is empty. Right. So for that, let us take two closed sets A and B. So let A comma B be closed in X such that A intersection B is equals to empty. Okay, so let me draw a diagram for this. Say this is a whole of X. This is a whole of X. Okay, in this X we are taking A and B. So let me take A and B with the same color or different colors. So let me take this A as somewhere here and B to be somewhere here. Okay, so this is our A and this is our B. Okay, now what we need to get is we need to get two open sets, one which contains A, another which contains B, and their intersection is empty. Okay, let's go back, and to do that we will use the fact that this is compact Hausdorff space, and compact Hausdorff space is regular. Okay, so let's start. We'll come back to the diagram as and when it is required. So now, since A and B are closed, this implies A and B are compact in X. Closed subset of a compact set is compact in X. We have proved that statement. Now again, let us go for the compact Hausdorff space and use the last theorem. Since X is compact Hausdorff space, we can say that using last theorem, X is regular. X is regular. Okay. So since X is compact Hausdorff space, X is regular. This is from your last theorem. Now what happens is, since X is regular, for each point, say A in A, if you take A here, so for each point A in A, there exists. So this is a point and this is a closed set. Okay, let me write that also. X is regular and A comma B are closed in X. Okay, so by using the definition of regular spaces, for every A in A and the set closed set B, there exists a neighborhood of A and an open set which contains B such that the intersection is empty. Okay, so for this A, let me take like this. For this A, we will have an open set which contains this A. Say definitions. Say let us take UA. And another set which contains this B. Say VA, let us take 1, say 1 and 1, such that UA1 intersection VA1 is empty. For another point, say A in this A2 in A, like this, here, if I take A2 here, so another set is there such that this contains A2, right? Say UA2. Another open set is here. Say it may intersect UA1. We don't know. Okay, this is VA2 such that UA2 intersection VA2 is empty. But this VA2 may intersect with UA1. There is no guarantee that it will not intersect. Only guarantee is that VA2 will not intersect UA1. Okay, this VA1 may intersect UA2. This VA1, this blue color, may intersect with this green color. Okay, but what we know is this VA1 and UA1 are disjoint. Okay, understand this. So for each A in A, for all A belonging to A, there exist open sets, say UA and VA. So for each A in A, there exist these sets UA and VA such that these are open in X, such that this A will belongs to UA, this B, closed set B is contained inside VA, and UA intersection with VA is empty. Okay, now this implies we have this collection, say UA, all these open sets such that A belongs to A. This is open cover for A, right? And since A is compact, it has finite subcover. Since A is compact, there exists finite subcover. So there exists finite subcover. Say some element from this A, say U1, say UA1, UA2 up to UAN, such that this A is contained inside union I from 1 to n UAI. Okay, so likewise we have all these elements, so there exists a finite subcover of this which will contain A. So let us take union as say U. Let U is equals to union I from 1 to n UAI. This implies A is contained inside U and U is open. Okay, so we got a set which is open and which contains A. This is this set. Similarly, we need to find an open set which contains B. And of course, now we cannot take the union of those. If we take union of those, then there is an intersection, right? That means this will intersect one of this. So that is not possible. That we should avoid. So what we do is, corresponding to this A1, A2 up to AN, we will get the neighborhoods of B. I mean the open set which contains B. We will take the intersection of them. So if we take intersection, of course that will guarantee us that they are disjoint. Okay, so let V is equals to intersection of I from 1 to n VAI. So corresponding to UA1 we will have VA1. Corresponding to UA2 we will have VA2. And after that we are taking the intersection of them. So only the common part of that. So since B is contained inside VAI for all I from 1, 2 up to n, this implies B is contained inside V, and also finite intersection of open set is open. So and also V is open. Okay, that means we got two sets U and V such that this U contains this and V contains V. Now our final step, the final aim is to show that U intersection V is empty. Okay, so to show that U intersection V is equals to empty. This is what we need to show now. Okay, so now we know that UA1, so UAI intersection with VAI is equals to empty, that is disjoint for all I from 1 to up to n. So since this is true for all i's, we can take the intersection of these VAI's, and that will guarantee that UAI intersection with VAI I from 1 to n is empty for all I from 1 to up to n. Okay. Now this happens for, let me write this as J. This is okay. This is B. So this implies UAI intersection with V is equals to empty for all I from 1 to up to n. And since this happens for all I, we can take the union of this. Okay, so union of this, if you split, it will be union of individual, and individuals are empty. That means the union also will be empty. So this implies union of I from 1 to n, UAI intersection with V is also empty, and this is nothing but our U. And this implies U intersection V is equals to empty, and hence we got two open sets U and V such that their intersection is empty, and U contains A and V contains V, and therefore we can say that our space X is normal space. So this is what we have proved. We have proved that compact Hausdorff space. If we have a compact Hausdorff space, then that is normal. And to prove this, we have used the last theorem. Okay. In the next theorem, we will prove that every regular second countable space is normal. I repeat, every regular second countable space is normal. So see you in the next video.